Hi guys, Matt These Movies back for another video, and today is a video about the 10 films that I would like to see get 4K releases and maybe some collector's editions of these films. They're films that all of these films I really enjoy. I have most of them on either DVD or Blu-ray, so yeah, it'd be great to see some 4K editions from some of the boutique labels or even the sort of major studios. So we're going to get into that video today on the channel. Right, so let's get going with the list. So the first one on my list, and you'll have seen this in the thumbnail, is the film From Dusk Till Dawn. I've got a really nice DVD collector's edition here of the film. Here's the back. Obviously starring Quentin Tarantino and George Clooney. You know, it's a fun vampire film. Many of us are aware of this film. I do believe, yeah, it does have a Blu-ray edition, but as far as I know, it doesn't have a collector's edition in 4K. I do believe there are some German editions of this, very nice, but long since sold out. Sort of the titty twister bar, that sort of thing. But yeah, it'd be great to see a collector's edition on 4K for this film. Okay, so up next is another film that I really enjoy, and I do have a steelbook for all this. It's available on DVD and Blu-ray, but I think it would look great on 4K, and that is The Last Samurai, starring Tom Cruise. You know, this film is set in Japan. Some wonderful landscapes in the film, costumes, a real sort of epic feel to this film. You know, that sort of Dances with Wolves feel about it. And actually, that's another film I haven't got in this top 10, but as an honourable mention, Dances with Wolves would be fantastic in 4K as well, actually. So yeah, but yeah, The Last Samurai, really think would do well with the 4K format, and really nice to see a collector's edition. I know there's some steelbooks of this. This is a Canadian steelbook, I believe. Future Shop, I think. I can't remember, but yeah, I believe there's a UK steelbook for this one, but as yet no 4K release. And sticking with the sort of epic films, another film that I think would be absolutely fantastic. I do have it on steelbook, but I'm having trouble locating it at the moment, so I can't show it on the video. But it is the film Troy, starring Brad Pitt, Orlando Bloom. Fantastic film again. One of those epic films that would again look wonderful in 4K, and it would be great if we could get the collector's treatment on that one as well. I do have a steelbook of the film. As I say, I'm not sure where it is at the moment, but yeah, I think a 4K of Troy would be greatly appreciated by the collectors, and yeah, let's hope we get to see that at some point. And next up is a Paramount film, and it's Disclosure, starring Demi Moore and Michael Douglas. Again, I'd really like to see a 4K edition of this, collector's edition. I do have a few of the sort of, shall we say, erotic thrillers: Basic Instinct, Sliver, Fatal Attraction, and yeah, I really like to see Disclosure as well. So another film in a ongoing franchise, which I love, is Star Trek: The Wrath of Khan. Now, I do own this wonderful 4K edition of the motion picture. They went all out on this edition, even sort of putting new effects into the film. And I do have the director's cut of The Wrath of Khan, and I do believe it is available on 4K. But I would like to see a nice collector's edition for that film. I do have the Search for Spock Amazon exclusive steelbook, which comes with a nice booklet and a poster. But yeah, I would like to see something similar being produced, either in this sort of form or as a steelbook with a collector's booklet and poster for the film Wrath of Khan, because in my opinion, both this film and The Wrath of Khan are probably the two best Star Trek films, in my opinion. But yeah, I would like to see that at some point from Paramount. Up next is a Tom Hanks film. I do have the Forrest Gump on 4K, and I have a really nice collector's edition for Forrest Gump as well, which haven't shown on the channel yet. But yeah, Castaway is the film that I really want to see on 4K. Again, it's all set on a desert island. I think it would really look good on the format. You know, the sea, the sand, sort of the, you know, the island. I mean, it's all set on the island. So pretty much there's a few scenes, but it's a wonderful film. You know, based on the sort of one man's fight for survival. So yeah, again, a great collector's edition would be much appreciated. So next up, a film I'd like to see get a 4K transfer in the UK. I know there's one just been produced in the US, and that is for Dragon, the Bruce Lee story. It's a biopic on the life of Bruce Lee. Yeah, there's a lot of theatrical license with it. It's not that accurate, but it's a great film, and I do have a nice Bruce Lee collection, and I would like to see certainly maybe Arrow get hold of this one, do a nice 4K transfer, give us a nice collector's edition with a booklet all about, you know, the production of the film, a bit about Bruce Lee, tie it in with the Bruce Lee wonderful box set that Arrow did about a year ago. Absolutely fantastic. That was actually 2023, wasn't it? Yeah. Dragging the Bruce Lee story on 4K, please, from, say, Arrow or one of the boutique labels would be absolutely great. Okay, so the final three films in this list all come from, well, they're owned by Disney. And as we know, Disney is now getting Sony to release their films on Blu-ray and 4K. And again, I think all of these films, as a lot of us collectors would like to get to see collector's editions, or certainly 4Ks of these films, but even better would be collector's editions. And the first one I'll show is Armageddon. Now, I do believe there is a rumour that this may be coming to 4K, but yeah, let's hope it does, and let's hope we get a fantastic collector's edition. I only own it on DVD. This is a DVD edition, a 2-disc collector's edition, some really nice artwork on here. You know, and again, this is the sort of film that does wonderful sort of for the 4K format. You know, it's spectacle, disasters, you know, the disaster genre. It's made for that sort of format, and yeah, it'd be really nice to see a collector's edition. Next up is the film The Rock, starring Sean Connery and Nicolas Cage. Again, I think we would all love to see a really nice collector's edition on 4K for this one. Or even just the 4K standard edition would be appreciated by many as well. I have this really nice DVD edition of it with a nice slipcase with Alcatraz, and it's kind of got the standard artwork that we all know and love. But yeah, it'd be great to sort of get one of those sort of hard box editions with some booklet, posters, postcards, all the usual bump that we get to celebrate this wonderful film, The Rock. Okay, so the final one on my list, that again, I think many of us would love to see a 4K release. And again, I do believe that there's a rumour that this will be coming to 4K this year. And it is the film Con Air. Again, starring Nicolas Cage, John Malkovich. Again, great action film, this one. You know, it's one of those all-time classics that Disney has you know, released on DVD and Blu-ray. But like I say, with Sony now taking over the reins, let's hope we get a really, really nice collector's edition for the film Con Air. And I'm sure many people would just be happy with a 4K transfer, certainly to upgrade their Blu-ray. I don't actually own either the DVD or the Blu-ray of the film, but if a nice collector's edition comes along, I'll be certainly definitely pleased to pick that one up. So that's my top 10 4K editions that I'd like to see come out, really in collector's edition format ideally. And like I said, I did make that honourable mention as well for Dances with Wolves, which again is another amazing film that really should be on 4K. I do have the German Blu-ray edition of that. That's kindly sent to me by AJ. An extended cut of that one. It'd be nice to see sort of both cuts of the film. Maybe Arrow could do something with that. So yeah, fingers crossed for the honourable mention as well. If you like the video, please give it a thumbs up. That really does help me out. It tells YouTube you like these sorts of videos. And yeah, leave down in the comments what sort of films would you like to see come to 4K that are not on this list, or do you agree with what I've said on my list? What would you like to see? Yeah, I'd be interested to hear your thoughts. And if you're new here, why not consider subscribing to the channel? I do videos like this, chats about physical media, reviews, unboxings. I've got a wealth of playlists, mainly action, sci-fi, a little bit of horror, martial arts, all this sort of stuff up here. So yeah, why not come and join the channel and yeah, have a browse round. Right guys, well that's the end of the video. Take care and see you next time. Bye now.